Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account 46-53. That is right, guys. We are just 7 stages from getting through this chapter. So we're going to continue our progression here. Already have 31,000 diamonds. Now, majority of those diamonds have come from farming on the King's Tower. So I've spent an incredible amount of time farming the King's Tower, not only to pick up some more diamonds, but also to pick up essence. I've been trying to get a little bit higher level as these continue to increase within the campaign. I'm trying to stay not so far into the level deficiencies in here, which seems to be where we're kind of headed. Hoping not, but overall, we'll have to see exactly where we get, guys. It looks like Oden and Raku are just fighting this like crazy. Now, one thing about Almas, guys, if you utilize Almas, you're never going to have any luck with him. If you fight Almas, just like you've seen here in the campaign, you'll never be able to kill him. That is kind of the flip side of Almas, guys. He is super, super difficult to kill if you let him go with that. I believe the ability is Deep Root. I think it is a Deep Root ability. Once he does that Deep Root, it's super, super difficult again to kill the hero. Raku needs to burn him down, or we need to get him before Deep Root, which I believe we're going to right here, guys. If Oden burning that energy out of there doesn't allow him to ult. 38 billion, 35 billion right there. Completing that stage, guys. Again, we're getting into these boss stages. We're getting into the end of this chapter. And of course, it goes right back to the Thorin cheese. And then what do we got? 715. We have Orin in here. That's a pretty interesting combination. My Orin isn't quite built out this high, but we could give it a shot. And I'm also thinking if we did sub in like an awakened version of Thane, we can try that one as well, just again for the simple fact that we have double healing in here, which I like. But Thane does a lot of damage, guys, which is the reason I'm hoping. See, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. Looking at a 10 level deficiency, but let's try Orin. You know what? I haven't built up a little bit. He's actually right here. Missing a couple stars, furniture, and of course, we don't have the 60 engraving. I actually have the 30 engraving on him. Let's see where he hops first. So right on Zap. So he goes right to Zafriel on that one, guys. See, this is what I'm afraid of in here is I don't have Nevi quite built enough, and I don't have Orin built out quite enough, which means reluctantly we have to go back and see what we can do with the Thorin cheese, guys. Again, I know Nevi being a little bit higher would make a big difference. And also Orin with the damage that he puts out would make a big difference, finishing out his furniture, also finishing out that engraving, because I feel like both of them would be really, really big in this formation. We're going to have to follow in the footsteps of Mickey again and see what we can do here with this Thorin cheese, guys. I want to try to get this chapter done. And it is the Thorin cheese, which they have Brutus in here. I don't know if my my built-out Brutus is going to make a big difference in here. And we also have Lucretia in here. Well, Brutus is going to put everyone together, guys. Everyone stacked on Thorin. Looks like we killed everyone but Zap. Almost got that one done. That was actually a very, very cool, unique way to utilize the Thorin cheese, because they're putting everyone together based on Brutus ulting, is what it is, guys. So they put everyone together right there with Brutus's ult. And of course, guys, boom, there's a retaliation. I think we can get one more out of here, though. Can the pet take him out? Oh, we almost had him right there. That was very close for taking down Zap. Again, this is a pretty unique dynamic here to the Thorin cheese. I'm hoping it doesn't take a lot of attempts, but boom, Thorin literally stacks, and see, that one we didn't take out Zap. This one we have a Strilda. But that time, Brutus put everyone together, just like we've seen, guys. In 933. So again, the level deficiencies in here continue to just go higher and higher. And there we go, guys. They got it done. Brutus and Thorin. Brutus didn't even die, guys. 13 billion, but look at that. 54 billion damage in there. Wow. Thorin just absolutely throwing his weight around in there. And I'm hoping it doesn't continue. I want to see. There we go. I will take one with Scarlet and, of course, Olnegrez within here. Before those Brutus stages, guys, they can be very, very brutal to get through. Boom. Look at the rain that Scarlet puts down. Then, of course, guys, Solus doing an incredible amount of healing, allowing us to ult again. And it's such a just monster damage storm, guys, that Scarlet does. It is incredible the amount of damage that she puts out. And, of course, to put that into a Thorin cheese, unfortunately, Grez got the worst part of that one. Bring us to our boss stage, guys. Again, let's see what we have in here. Couple others, 10 billion, 10 billion. Look at that. What are we at? 733. That's a big, big push here. We got Lucretia in this stage, which I love. I feel like I'm almost at a sweet spot for Lucretia working. Of course, we're going to have Granite die, freezing everyone right there, petrifying. Boom. Just need Lucy to burn that down really quick. Does take a little bit of RNG in here. Of course, Halo's going to buff her up right at the very beginning. Having Zap built helps a lot too, guys. But there we didn't take down Rain. That's going to be a big one if we didn't get Rain down, but still got it down with Rain still up in that one. All right, so Scarlet, which I love. And again, we got the Beguile going in here. Look at that. So with Nomura's 9 of 9 furniture, the Beguile just happened. Iran actually turned around and pulled in his own team. So if you notice that, I want to see this again, guys. Look at this. It's so tough, guys. Fighting Mizoth. Look at the shielding that he is providing. We got it, though. I want to watch that one more time. Because looking at the damage, guys, 29 billion, 24 billion. But watch the Beguile ability in the beginning. So Iran comes in, gets charmed, turns around, pulls in all of the targets, pulls in Almas, pulls in Scrath, and just crushes Scrath right back here, guys. I think even Iran on that one did get the win in there, which is a very, very cool ability. And then, of course, we have Thorin. Now, in this formation particularly, guys, a lot of players were asking, Pippa teleports Thorin, and when Thorin gets that teleportation, Thorin actually goes immune. And of course, guys, this is a Flora stage. I know it's very cringeworthy. Anytime that I do see a Flora stage, it takes in another level of RNG, honestly, to get this done within the Flora stages. It is a different level of RNG because essentially you need one good Thorin cheese to be able to take out the targets. The second Thorin cheese is either going to be Kelthar, that takes out the targets, or it is going to be the second retaliation ability that Thorin has to take out the rest of those targets, which again, the RNG aspect has to line up, because even with Flora here in the back, is if Thorin gets the haste reduction, if he's in a bad spot, it's not going to work. This retaliation effect, again, is not going to work in its entirety if we don't have the ability to get Thorin positioned correctly. So I'm going to try running this, guys, a couple times. Hopefully we're not going to have the same issues we have before. And this might be the time. Boom. Every time might be the time. But we'll try to get this one done. All right, guys, so it took a couple attempts, but we did get the Thorin cheese down. You can see we got our check mark on 3. We're going to look for it when it's done. Now, this formation I dropped out because I didn't want it to run through and actually finish out the rest of these stages if I wasn't paying attention or not looking when the Thorin cheese went up. So I'm going to drop this formation back in here, which is weird because it doesn't put them in the correct order. But there we go, guys. This is the formation we're looking for. So interesting enough, we have Ulna and we have Pharrell. Now Pharrell, of course, gonna get that immunity from Ulna, and we're also gonna let Grez scale, which again works incredibly well. Solus, ultimate ability, a lot of damage, a lot of healing out here. Odin's gonna burn him down, Pharrell's gonna burn him down. It's a really, really dynamic combination in here, guys. And the Graveborn heroes in this game are still, in my opinion, the best faction that we have in this game. Super, super hard to kill. They have a lot of synergy. They have a lot of energy disintegration. And overall, guys, they are just a really, really strong faction overall. So that one goes down pretty easy. 42 billion damage, 40 billion there from Grez, which brings us to our last stage, guys. Of course, the RNG of the Charmazard with Mahira and Khazard. The combination, though, works really well. Now, what I've noticed though is a lot of these formations, guys, just like we see right here, are the same. What I'm talking about is when you look at a lot of these formations, it is Nemitsu in these formations that the Charmazard team is going up against. Now, this one, of course, we are going to have to either crowd control Brutus, but we have to pop his immunity before we have pretty much the rest of the team kill themselves. There's the immunity, which means coming right after Mahira. That's the problem, guys. That is the problem that we see with Brutus is if Brutus is the last one alive, or if Brutus is, we don't get the immunity fast enough, Brutus is just going to run through the team, guys. In that one, Zolrath didn't die. That could be the game changer that we needed. Was Zolrath not dying early on that one? Even there, we just got completely run over by Inoki. But remember, guys, Brutus still has to shield. That's going to be the tricky one in here. And again, this formation, similar to our Thorin Cheese, is a very, very, very fickle formation. It has to have a lot of RNG to get to work. Now, of course, Khazard dying in the beginning doesn't really make a big difference because he actually, his signature item still works. Signature items are not affected by that. But again, we keep having Inoki that is just running over all of the heroes here, which we cannot have. Yep, going to take a little bit of RNG to get this down. I feel like my hero is just slacking just a little bit when it comes to the early charm there. Zolrath died in this one. I really feel like if Zolrath dies, and even there, guys, if you notice, this totem actually came up right in the back from Nemitsu, causing Mahira to turn around, which again, it's interesting to see that this is the formation that they run so often with facing Nemitsu. Because again, there goes almost the backwards totem. But they're staying charmed for a long time, guys. Again, so Inoki goes down right there. Have a totem sitting on top of Rowan up there. Boom. Gonna take some RNG in this one. And I know Javid hates this team comp just as much as Thorin Cheese. He likes the Thorin Cheese actually a lot better than this one. All right, guys, we're going to have to see again, just like the Thorin Cheese, if we can get this one to work. And I don't want it to finish the stage. I want to be able to replay all of these stages. All right, guys, and there we go. 46-58 has been completed. Let's take a look back at the teams, guys. Of course, Lucretia doing 76 billion damage within this formation. 29-24 right there from the team. Now, here is the Thorin Cheese, guys. And again, I want to show you kind of how this looks. Pippa drops Thorin. Boom, right here in the middle. Got the first retaliation. Boom, took down everyone. Second retaliation takes down Flora. That is the only way to get that to work, guys. Within that formation, you really, really have to have one that takes them down. Second retaliation takes down Flora, and that is it, guys. This one, 42-40, a slow burn in that one. Then, of course, the Charmazard, guys. Khazard, or Zolrath putting out some really, really big damage here, which I love. I got to take him to that 60 engraving to really amplify the damage he's doing. But, of course, Mahira doing very well, completing that stage, guys. Let's see. We have 3 left. I'm really on the fence. Let's see if it is Thorin Cheese again, guys. It is not. You know what? I'm going to give it a go because it isn't the Thorin Cheese. I don't want to sit here and farm that Thorin Cheese stage again, but here on the Grez works so incredibly well, followed with Oden. Nevi I need built up again. A little bit higher on Nevi would make a really big difference in this formation. Also got to take down Pippa, guys. If Pippa throws up some crowd control, pretty tough to get through. Grez might be able to do this, guys. Grez is a pretty solid hero. And as you can see, there's ads everywhere. Got the little minions up all over. Got the shielding, and there we go, guys. Grez takes it down again in this one. Very, very cool to see Grez being able to get that one done. 46-58. And it is the same, guys. Throwing in, of course, throwing in Scarlet in the back here. but still having that all in the Grez. Oden went down early, but we got Scarlet to alt, got Solus to alt, which means Scarlet guy's just going to rain fire down there. And of course, this is a Zolrath stage. Absolutely still number one, guys. I hate fighting Zolrath for the simple fact that we have to fight him more than once. A majority of the time when you fight him the second time, you lose. So it really is a lot of RNG in there. And of course, Cecilia just killing Oden right in the back, guys. There's our ult. Can we keep these teams up enough to take down the target? Another ult from Scarlet. Boom. Look at the damage, guys. Ulting back to back to back. And Grez shouldn't have a problem with the minions to get that one done, which we do. 52 billion right there, 14 billion from Grez. Bring us to 46.59, guys. That is right. We are close, and it is a Lucretia comp. Which means, guys, this one shouldn't be too hard again with Granite dying. Get the petrification off the bat, taking down targets really fast as Lucretia just crushes targets, as you can see. Boom, getting that one done very, very fast as well. Putting out 70 billion damage, which brings us to the final stage, guys, 46-60. Let's see, guys, who do we got done in here? I don't know if Mickey has actually finished this. I think this is the stage that Mickey is on. But looking in here, guys, 657, and then the available formation jumps to 728. So Kawanu, we're going to have to use the formation. So we got the Charmazard right there. We got On the Grez, which I like. We got Scarlet, and then I knew it was going to be one. I knew it was going to be one of these formations, guys, where it's going to be the Thorin cheese. Of course, it had to be the last one, which I might just farm that last one. It might be the best way to do it. And again, the RNG factor within this team itself is going to be incredibly, incredibly difficult. Guys, it's the last stage. The very, very last stage in this one. I think it's going to take a little bit of time. And again, I know with the Thorin cheese, it's going to take a little bit of time. So you know what? I'm going to collect up my loot right here, guys. We're going to save this very last stage, 46-60. We are right here. I know it's going to take a long time to get through this, guys. But look at that. We are made so much progression through this chapter. And we're going to do the same in 47. We're just going to continue doing our progression through here, trying to finish out chapters, trying to finish out stages. Because, of course, guys, it's going to be a lot of Stargazer cards, red chest. Also want the beast food. We're so close to getting all level 9 resonance beast, which is going to be huge. So guys, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.